Hey guys, uh, today we are going to learn about EC2 in a conceptual manner, and also we will create an EC2 instance. So understanding what EC2 is, so in layman term, EC2 basically means a computer on a cloud. In technical terms, EC2 is basically a virtual machine which is hosted on a cloud on which you can access the cloud EC2 or slash virtual machine via SSH, RDP in the case of Windows, or you can install some kind of application into it and that can be accessible on public internet or on the internet. So that's an highly overview of an EC2. EC2 have lots of component which needs to be taken care. A security group, basically what kind of inbound outbound traffic. One is Amazon machine image, is basically you can consider this as an operating system which is going to get installed. It can also be the configuration of some application which can be installed on your EC2. So I have already created an EC2, but we will go through process of how about creating an EC2. So if we go into EC2, launch an EC2, given a name demo 2, the Amazon Linux. Basically, this is free tier one which I have created. Uh, Allow SSH traffic so we can connect via SSH or via EC2 connect. If you click on this, you will able to open port 443 and in this case port 80. So your application can be accessed over the internet. This is the network group or VPC. We can also add user data, which is at bottom. User data, this is optional. So what does this mean? It's basically mean what you want. If you want to run any kind of command during the boot, you can add the command here. So maybe you just want to add sudo apt update, or maybe you want to download certain thing, or maybe you want to get certain kind of basically the session key for other instance. You can get or you can add those data here. We won't do this. We have already done, and you can click on launch instance. So once instance has been launched, it will come something like this here. I have named this as a demo one. So if you click on this, if you notice all the configuration and the information about the EC2, basically what's the private IP address, what is the public IP address, are there any key pairs, SSH. I have not assigned any kind of SSH or key pairs. I believe there might be a security which will show, yeah, port 22 is open, outbound is allowed on all protocols and all IP address, those things. I believe we can also check the user data in some way. If I have added any kind of user data storage, this is interesting. You can actually attach a storage. Can think external storage like an external hard drive, which you connect via USB to your computer. This is same way, same like this. You can attach a hard drive to your instance, and you can mount those things, and whatever data it is in there, you can access from your instance. Let us check how we can get the user data. I am not sure, but yeah, we can do it. I believe we can do it via AWS CLI, so we can do that activity as well. Anyways, let's try to connect our instance if possible. So we click on instance ID. There's an option called connect. So as I have not had added my SSH key, SSH client, I will use EC2 instance connect to connect. Hopefully this works. Yes. So if you see, we have successfully connected to a computer via EC2 connect. And if we can check who am I, we are EC2 user. By default, this user has sudo rights, so we become root. This is interesting. This can be a really interesting attack. Think if you get access to one of this machine, what else you can do, depending on what kind of access this machine have. I'm not sure if it has uh, something. No, yeah. So depending on what kind of access this is, we can get lots of information. So maybe we can do Google SSRF AWS Meta. Let's search for. I believe Hectrix might be good payload. We just want the IP address, which I don't remember. Yes, by default, IMDSV2 basically makes it gets very difficult when you're trying to do SSRF just by the GET request. I believe IMDV2 require put request with some headers. It requires some kind of header, so it get difficult with the put request itself. So if we search for AWS, yeah, this copy. Can we do something like this? I'm just also checking. Paste. No, I believe it is not. It does not have any kind of policy attached to it. That's the reason it is not working. We can do -vv connected unauthorized. So we do not have we are unauthorized because we do not have any kind of access. So can you just access the IP address? Yeah, we are totally unauthorized because this EC2 has not been attached any kind of policy. It does not have those things, I believe. That's the reason it is getting us unauthorized. Oh, maybe. This is because we are using IM HTV2. That's the reason we are unable to get it. Because this IM2 is require like put request with certain headers. Yeah, so this is what a put request API token with the header itself, and then we can call that token. So let us do this. Let us do this. So let's say I got access to this. Cool. No, even yeah, we got default HVMC. We got default HVM. So hmm, so let's assume you got access to the one of the instance. You can abuse this. If you notice, this becomes so difficult via just normal GET request. This is not possible because we need to send and put request to get the token. Then we are header with the token value, and then we are sending. So this becomes difficult. But what if we disable the V2 and we say let's use V1, then GET request is possible. Also, let us do one more thing. Create EC2 done, add user data. This I have done that. Create AMI. So we can create this AMI by selecting action, and I believe image and template. Create an image. Create template from image from this instance. So we will create an image, and this image can be used on other EC2. So we can when we create an EC2, we can select our image name and we can use those things. So yeah, it is interesting. We can abuse things. So what if we backdoor one of the images, correct? And if we backdoor and that same image maybe deployed in some other EC2 with some more privilege, by default we'll have access to that EC2. So let us do one more thing. Let's ask AI incognito mode. Let's ask AI how we can access user data of an EC2. So Copilot I, right? This is the instance ID. So AWS CLI EC2 get user data. So let's copy this control C and add this the instance ID. Let's copy from here. Attribute is missing, so the attribute is basically user data. Magic hyphen hyphen a t t r I b u t attribute. I am bad with spellings. User data. You must specify the region. Bro, that's interesting. I am. What is the region, my friend? US East 1 hyphen hyphen region US East dash 1. See, so we got the data, and if you notice, this is jumbled up, but this is nothing, just a simple base 64. So we can copy this thing, online decode base 64, copy here, spread, and this is the output. So this can be one more way to know if there are any sensitive information someone has stored in the EC2 or not. So how we will know this instance ID if we do not have the UI, correct? It is simple. You will require the EC2 describe command. Basically, we require a policy attached to it, so we will able to list all the EC2. So if we just ask AI list all EC2, and I believe it will require the region. So we are able to list all the EC2s with lots of data. If you notice, too many data, too much, too much, too much. But here you will find the instance ID somewhere. This is the device name attached to our system. Basically, a hard drive, client token, configure the public IP address. Where the hell is instant ID? Group name. It should be on top, not bottom or somewhere. Get instant ID only. Region US East SC-1, and we got the instance ID. So in this way you can actually get the instance ID. We have not gone too deep into the EC2 and all the commands, all the featured and EC2 provide. But this is enough to understand. When we start creating a lab, which will be the next video, in that we will understand few more stuff. So hopefully you stick around and you enjoy. Thank you.